One of your other responsibilities formerly was in charge of the Parliament's relationship with local governments, is that right?
The Conservative Party's relationship with local government, yeah.
Right. Can you talk about the concept of cities making connections around the world? I think that many cities, including Atlanta, are looking at ways that they can not so much deal with the national government before they go abroad, but look to foster relationships with other cities on a one-to-one basis.
I think you're right. My experience was that as the world changes and as the world becomes more urban, remember this is, we're now just into the first decade where more people in the world are living in urban conurbations than in rural and agricultural environments. This is the first time this has ever happened. And all the pressures of movement around the world are all in the same direction. Cities all over the world are taking people from the land, they're bringing them in for employment opportunities and the like. There are many pluses to this, but they also cause difficulties. Now, for the great international cities, they actually have more in common with each other sometimes than they have with neighbouring conurbations within their own state or their own country. So countries will look to each other to share experience. How are you solving the accommodation problems? How are you making sure enough people have work? How are you making sure that people are cared for? How do you make sure people get around the place without gridlock all the time? How do you make sure you bring enough investment in? Some cities have economies the size of countries. So these cities, there is an international network, and my experience in holding the role was to say cities are where people are going to live in the future. They're often there, people are not just going to be there for a short time when they're young, they're going to look to the cities to live in, so making sure cities are living environments. These are all things that big cities share. I have the sense that your mayor really understands this.
In other words, it's important to be integrated with other large cities so you can share expertise.
Yes, I think it is. I think, no one's pulling up the drawbridge anymore. You learn things from other people, and I think big cities share things with each other.